Hey YouTube, Jobin here. This is my entry for Gavko's second Design a Custom Knife giveaway. And, well, here's my entry. It's gone through a lot of versions to get here. And basically ended up with... Oop, bump the camera around. This is probably my favorite, the final version, just function-wise. Forgot what I was going to say. This cardboard mock-up isn't quite up to the latest one. See, got a tiny bit more blade length there. This will basically work to demonstrate how it would work in hand. You have a roomy handle, full-size handle, with a projection back here, keep the knife from sliding out of your hand. And the handle design owes quite a bit to the Hest, I'll admit it, where you have this here to keep your hand from sliding forward, projection back there to keep your hand from sliding back, and just sort of the overall blade to handle length ratio. And I basically just went with, I don't know, you might be able to argue that's a super modified clip point, but it's probably more of a drop point design. And as you'd have it in hand, you have a number of options for where you can put your thumb. It could be back here on the sort of very slight thumb ramp. It could be forward. It's hard to demonstrate on the paper one. It could be forward like this. If you're doing some sort of precision cut, it could be up like that. Things are angled so you can cut on a flat surface pretty well. And yeah, so that's my knife. Got a couple blade variations of it and some options with regard to the scales. Haven't quite decided what I would do with that. If you were doing with very thin scales, like this here, where it's just another cardboard width, full scales like this would be fine. But if you're doing very palm-filling scales, think the design to go with might be something like that. So you could put your thumb on the side of the blade comfortably, and it would just nestle into that, really into that area where there's no scale. Or possibly going back to the Hest. Yeah, I'm losing my light out here. It's getting kind of dark. Some scales that don't come all the way to the edge. They're just kind of bolted on there. So I haven't 100% decided about the scales, but the tang, the handle portion, I consider that completely done. And this is probably the blade design I would go with if I won the contest, or won the giveaway, and Gavko made me this one. It's probably the first one I'd try myself if I try to make this knife on my own. So there you guys go. Hope you found it interesting. Gavko, thank you very much for the contest. You're awesome, bro. And as always, everyone, take it easy. Remember where your knife is. Oh, side note. You guys remember that cold steel machete I got a while ago? I'm working on it a bit. It's an hour knife with a slight recurve and a convex grind. Cool, huh?